All right, I wasn't sure if this was going to record at all. Lucky me, it seems to be. There's a guy I used to know in Chapel, Nebraska by the name of Case Leighton Morse. Um, he was a couple of years younger than me, and he was actually in my little brother Michael's class. You guys have heard the stories about my little brother. You got to hear my little sister and Amanda and several others talking about my little brother getting in trouble for not keeping his nasty cock beaters off of his own kids. It's pretty screwed up. Case, he was my friend. Now, after high school, all my friends that I had left, because mind you, I was not popular in Chapel. People hated me because I was different. If you didn't grow up there since you were in kindergarten, you were screwed. And Case was one of those folks, too. He did not grow up there since kindergarten. So Matt Worley and his brother Adam Garrett and a few folks like that, well, they accepted me and they accepted Case. And I stuck up for Case a few times, but it was never to the point of violence in front of me. Now, after high school, I didn't have a whole lot of friends or a whole lot of places to go. And Adam's mom owned the Empire Motel in Chapel, Nebraska. Well, Adam Garrett and his brother Matt Worley were really into meth. They were pretty much the only friends I had left in town. It was them and Case Morse. Case Morse is the only one that did not get shisty. He's the only one that didn't get down and dirty over his meth habit. Of course, the situation did end up pretty screwed up when Matt Worley decided that it was okay to steal his mom's tools. His mom was a auto mechanic before she got injured. And that right there was the point where I said, I'm done with this. I'm done hanging out with these guys. What had happened is I went over to see my friends, and Case and Matt Worley and Adam Garrett were all hanging out in Matt Worley's room. And of course, it's Chapel, Nebraska. I know what they're doing. They said, we'll be out in a minute, or we'll be out in 5 minutes. 4 hours later, they come out. I've been sitting there watching cartoons with Eva for like 4 hours. That's Matt Worley and Adam Garrett's little sister. So then they come out and they say it'll be another 5 minutes, and they go in for another 4 hours. And here I was. I'm completely against drugs at this point. And I'm like, I just want my friends back. So I tried that shit. I certainly did for about 30 days. Slept through most of it. I lived underneath Matt Worley's bed. That's right, literally. I lived underneath his bed. They'd wake me up once in a while to give me a hit, and then I'd go back to sleep for a few hours. And then when the 30 days was up, of course, when you've slept that long, there's going to be a few days where you wake up and you're conscious. But the thing is that stuff put me to sleep. I didn't like it. I just wanted my friends. When I realized my friends were the drugs, mind you, these are the same drugs that Natalie Bollinger was on. When I realized these guys were not my friends anymore, I left. That's when I went down to Boulder. That was 2003. It was the first time I went to Boulder. I was homeless down there. I when Murley went and stole his mom's tools, I mean that was the end of it for me. I'm like, you know what? If I'd have known you guys were gonna do that, I'd have talked you out of it or done something. I'd have called your mom. Oh God, that pissed Matt off. Holy crap, that pissed him off.